Yo, what is good, YouTube? Matty Dubs here, back with another video, guys. We have some breaking news, or more of a first look footage here of week 2 of the Cincinnati Bengals OTAs, some of their highlights, what we've been seeing, and I got some news and notes that I want to share with you guys before we finish off week 2 of OTAs. Now, before we get into this video, I need you guys to do me a huge favor. Smash that like button. Let's see if we get the video up to 400 likes. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Join the family. I will be covering the entirety of the NFL offseason, which includes the rest of free agency, OTAs, minicamp, training camp, preseason, regular season, whatever it may be. I got you guys covered. So join the family. Turn on post notifications so you're notified every time we post a video and are covering your Cincinnati Bengals. But without any further ado, let's get into the video. So, as we all know, the Cincinnati Bengals used their first 3 draft picks here on some defensive players. Now, the good news that I want to tell you guys, these guys have been absolutely balling out so far in rookie camp. Now, I do want to say, before we get deep dive into some of these guys, I want you guys to know that this is just OTAs. Pads aren't on, helmets really aren't on, too much just yet. There's no contact, so everything you see in this video or hear in this video, just take with a grain of salt because, somebody can look good in practice, in individual drills, in one-on-ones, but it's not going to show you the absolute potential that they have until the pads are on, until you're in the dog days of camp. So that's when we'll know more, but definitely a first impression is the best thing overall, and some of these guys are giving great first impressions. Now, first thing I want to talk about, Jordan Battle, man. Jordan Battle has been absolutely incredible. A safety who is showing right away that he could potentially be a starting safety for this team, not in the future, but right now. He could come in and be a starter from day one going on. You also have a couple of guys there who are fighting for that #1 spot. Obviously, Dax Hill looks like he's going to be the #1 strong safety on this team. But then you got a guy like Nick Scott, who they signed from the, LA Rams. He had an incredible season last year. And I honestly thought it was a pretty good signing for them going forward just because they had nobody else to play that position. But don't be surprised if you see Jordan Battle actually come out here and potentially win the job going into the first week of the season. But other than that, I do think he has a ton of potential and think he could be a very good player going forward. Now, one of their first draft picks was Myles Murphy. Now, Myles Murphy is a very good edge rusher, one of the best in the entire draft class. They get him here in the first round. I don't know if he's going to be a day one starter. You got a guy like Sam Hubbard. You got Trey Hendrickson, who both, are very good players, have both shown potential being, insanely good in the NFL. But they, took a little bit of a step back last year, but look for them to, regain it up, get it back up next year. But Myles Murphy's a guy who, let's say Sam Hubbard struggles out the gate. I think Myles Murphy is a guy who can come in here and actually replace him and be not only the starter in 2023, but the future of this team going forward at edge rusher. Now, another guy I want to talk about really quickly is cornerback DJ Turner II. Now, as we know, the Bengals, have some holes at cornerback. I mean, I guess not holes, but they have, an opening up. You got Cam Taylor-Britt, you got Chidobe Awuzie, you got Mike Hilton, Sidney Jones, who they signed, Jalen Davis, Akeem Davis-Gaither, or actually, just kidding, that was a linebacker. I don't know why I said his name, but DJ Turner. DJ Turner is a second-round pick in 2023 this year. I do think he can win a starting job. I think, the good thing the Bengals did in this draft, they brought in 3 guys who could potentially be day one starters for this team in 2023, but if not, they could be starters down the line in a couple of seasons. I think they could be amazing players, but those are 3 guys that have done an amazing job so far, opening up in camp, but there's still a lot of time, to get better, a lot of time to improve. They also lost a couple of guys in Von Bell, Hayden Hurst, and Francey, but they brought in Irv Smith Jr., who I think could be really good. I'm not sure how he is doing in practice. Didn't see any of him today, I don't think, but I think Irv Smith can really take a step up here this year for the Cincinnati Bengals. And actually, man, everything that you see with this Bengals team this year looks good, man. They also landed Jackson Kirkland, and I think he was an undrafted free agent who was an amazing steal of a pickup here for the Bengals. He played left tackle until last season. He moved to inside guard, so a guy who can, play multiple different positions here on the offensive line. I think he can only add depth going forward as well as some competitive energy. So overall, man, I'm loving what I'm seeing from the Cincinnati Bengals. Saw a lot of Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. They pick up Orlando Brown, Alex Kappa, Jonah Williams. They have, really done a good job solidifying this team offensively in terms of adding Irv Smith. You got Joe Mixon back. You got drafted 5th-round running back in Chase Brown. So everywhere you look on this roster, there's a bunch of guys who can step up, make a big name for themselves here in 2023. Let me know in the comment section down below, who do you expect is going to break out here for the Cincinnati Bengals in 2023? Who are you most excited to see? If it's if it's a rookie, a second-year player, a veteran, who are you most excited to see? For me personally, I think Irv Smith Jr. has the potential of, just very good potential. He's had a couple of injuries here and there in Minnesota, but I do think him coming over here to Cincinnati is only going to help him. He's playing with a guy like Joe Burrow, who's, already one of the best quarterbacks in the entire NFL, and if he can just stay healthy, I do think the combination of Irv Smith, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd could be absolutely incredible. They also drafted a couple of wide receivers as well, with Charlie Jones in the 4th round, and then Andre Isvias. I don't know if I said that right, but he was a 6th-round wide receiver as well. So they brought in a ton of weapons for Joe Burrow in this offense to get better. And personally, if you ask me, I think the Cincinnati Bengals team has enough to get to the Super Bowl and win it this time. I think they can get that far. I think they're that good of a team. Maybe a little bit more development on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, when I look at this roster, I see a ton of guys who, not only will help out right now, but will help out in the future. And I think, that's the most important thing when it comes to a football team. They have enough talent for now, and they have a ton of talent for in the future as well. So they're doing a great job building up this team. We should know a lot more, more observations, more notes as we head more into week 2 of OTAs. This is just day 1 of week 2, so should be like at least 3-4 more days of OTAs for the second week. And then, like I said, I'll keep you guys updated. So make sure you guys join the family, turn on post notifications, subscribe if new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Today's video is brought to you by Pro Class, the absolute best place for you to take your game to the highest level. It's the first of its kind sports training and development platform where you can reach your highest potential by learning from some of the best athletes on the entire planet. Some of these guys include Damian Lillard, De'Aaron Fox, Allen Iverson, DeMar DeRozan, and so many more. And I have some great news for you guys. If you guys go use my code MattyDubs, you'll get 50% off hundreds of training videos, workouts, and drills, and you can get in the lab right now. So go check it out. Go steal some of the secrets from some of the top players in the world right now. And if you are interested in developing your skills at any level, if you play in middle school, high school, college, or if your goal is to be a better athlete, a better basketball player, this is where you need to go. Nobody else does this. Go check them out, and you can learn, develop your skills at a fast pace, high speed level. Click the link in the description for instant access to all of the secrets in the world. And remember, using code MattyDubs will get you 50% off right now, so don't miss out on this offer.